laugh too hard.
Hard to say heavyweight champion because the title is being held up, but I guess technically currently he is Pure Power Wrestling heavyweight champion all the way from Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's Sidney Steele. And I'm telling you folks, on the 24th of October, this man, Sidney Steele, and Travis the Heat Copeland are going to engage in a 60-minute Ironman match to determine who is the rightful victor. That's stemming from their match on September 26th, where one was disqualified and he also won it. It's a bizarre situation.
60 minutes on October 24th. We're not going to need 60 minutes, but October 24th in that Ironman match, I am going to paralyze THC within the first 2 minutes. I'm going to pin him, and I'm going to sit on a chair and watch him ride for 58 more minutes. Now ring the bell and let's get this started.
Strong words from Sidney Steele. And here we go, the bell to signify this. Your opening contest on PowerSlamTV. Sidney Steele opting for a kick at the red basket and a clubbing blow across the shoulder blades of Black Hornet from Lethbridge, Alberta. He's only about 190 pounds. Sidney Steele has a good 40, 45 pound weight advantage in this contest. Oh, you hear that chop. Oh, wait a second. Sidney Steele injured his hand in his contest with Travis Copeland on the 26th of September. He went under the ring and found some lumber, and there was actually some screws sticking through the lumber. You see his hand taped up. He gouged his hand, needed several stitches, and he spent the night in hospital because of that injury. And he's not letting that hinder him a bit. He's swinging that right like it's got nothing wrong with it at all. Right into the forehead of Black Hornet, who comes back with some striking of his own. Strong kicks into the chest area of Sidney Steele, all the way across the ring and back. Coming up empty. Sidney Steele had that one scouted. Like a pro. Watch this now, watch this. Oh, downstairs Sidney Steele with another kick in the breadbasket. And a knee right to the side of the head of Black Hornet, who's not really on top of his game tonight. Sidney Steele dragging him to the outside of the ring apron. He's got something hostile in mind here, folks. Watch this. Oh.
We are not going to need 60 minutes.
I'm not sure if Rev Curtis wants this match to continue. Sidney Steele clearly dominant in this matchup. Black Hornet clearly needs to be trained more in order to compete with a contender like Sidney Steele. Look at this. Chicken wing suplex like nobody else can. I'm telling you, Sidney Steele, all kinds of talent. 1, 2. Black Hornet with a kick out. Not too much on it, but then who would after that chicken wing suplex? That maneuver really does hurt and disorients your body, having your arms pinned behind your back like that. Now watch this. Up on top. Sidney Steele with more hostile plans for Black Hornet. Breaking him down into... Oh, goodness. Look at... Oh!
60 minutes.
Oh! That hurts. We got to see a replay on that, folks. That was one of the most devastating neck breakers I think I've seen. And look at this. Look at this. Sidney Steele just showing off. Just showing off. Look at this. Oh my goodness. A knee right between the shoulders of a prone Black Hornet. Not quite prone, but I mean, he's not really defending himself very well. At this point, Ref Curtis might consider stepping in and calling this. Up we go into a torture rack. Sidney Steele used this on the 26th of September against THC rather effectively. Is he going to get the Black Hornet? Ref Curtis calling for the bell. Black Hornet gave up in this one, and I cannot blame him. Now Sidney Steele calling for a microphone.
Travis Copeland. Hey, camera person, get on up in here. Travis Copeland, I hope you're at home, and I hope you're watching real close. Because October 24th, every little bit of what happened to that carcass that they're dragging out of there, and worse, is going to happen to you. They're going to put 60 minutes on the clock, and I'm not going to need 60 minutes, Travis. I am going to cripple you. I'm not going to need 60 minutes, but oh, Travis, am I going to enjoy every last second of those 60 minutes? It's a long time, Travis. It's a long time.
And the man approaching the ring right now, well, that's Ref Glenn. Unfortunately for Ref Glenn, he's finding himself in a contest with Dewey Robson. And here he comes now. Dewey Robson from Tabor, Alberta, one of the fastest rising stars in pure power wrestling. I'm telling you, if you haven't had a chance to see this guy perform live, you should probably get yourself a ticket for our October 24th show and come check it out, because Dewey Robson will be in action. And I'm telling you, this guy is something to watch. Here we go. There's the bell to start this contest. Dewey Robson versus Ref Glenn. Ref Glenn looking a little tentative, as a ref ought to. I mean, he is a referee. He's not actually a wrestler, so this is kind of fun to watch. Collar and elbow tie up. Dewey Robson pulls into a standing side headlock. Ref Glenn, I hope, is trying to find a way out of this. No, Dewey Robson blocked that, takes his arm to an arm wringer. Oh, look at that arm. That hurt. Oh, that does hurt. Dropping the leg across that arm. 1, 2, and Ref Glenn manages to kick out after 2. Dewey Robson in control of this one with an arm bar on top of Ref Glenn, who's in all kinds of pain. Makes his way back to a vertical base. Dewey Robson in another arm wringer. Look at that wrist lock. Oh, I love how Dewey Robson headbutts the knuckles when he's got a guy in a wrist lock. That all kinds of pain through the nerves all the way up to the shoulder. Watch this. Oh, Ref Glenn spinning out of it with the help of the top rope, and he gets a wrist lock of his own. I am impressed. Ref Glenn got Dewey Robson in a little bit of trouble. Dewey Robson going to make his way back to a vertical base. Let's see if he can reverse his hold. Wait a second now. Ref Glenn transitions into an arm bar. Dewey Robson is straight up vertical base, looking for a way to reverse this, and looks like he's got one. Pulls Ref Glenn into a standing side. I love that reversal. It takes a little bit of flexibility in the core, but Dewey Robson pulls it off real slick. See if Ref Glenn can work his way out of this headlock. Into a hammerlock. Dewey Robson. Well, Ref Glenn has really come a long way. He's learned a few holds, and he's learned how to transition, and now he's seeing if he knows how to absorb a few elbows into the ribs. Off the rope, and whoa! Ref Glenn putting Dewey Robson on his back. How about that? Even Ref Glenn is surprised. That's fantastic. Back to a collar and elbow tie-up. Dewey Robson getting a little more serious with a headlock takeover. Ref Glenn on his back. Let's see if he can find a way out of this one, as that headlock looks to be cinched in really tight. Ref Curtis checking things out to make sure they're legal. There we go. Ref Glenn working his way back to a vertical base. Dewey Robson not going to make it easy on him. Back into the corner. Ref Curtis calling for a clean break. And, well, not quite a break, but Irish whip reversal. Ref Glenn with a float. Look at this. And a 2 count. Where did Ref Glenn go to wrestling school? This guy can actually do some stuff. I'm impressed. Dewey Robson with a standing side headlock. Ref Curtis back in to check things out. These fans getting behind Ref Glenn. 1-2 shots into the breadbasket for Dewey Robson off the ropes. Oh! Oh, Ref Glenn hit the mat hard. Now Dewey Robson up and over. Ref Glenn looking for a hip toss. Dewey Robson says, no way. And a hip toss of his own. Ref Glenn on his back for a 1-2. Dewey Robson slowly taking control of this matchup. Now a rear chin lock. Dewey will use that just to wear down his opponent. It kind of mimics a maneuver called a can opener, where you push a guy's chin into his chest as hard as you can, but you do it from the other side. The rear chin lock is kind of the same, except you're pushing his chin deep into your own arm crevice and interrupting the maneuver. Look at that drop kick. My goodness. Ref Glenn just ate a drop kick with served up to 2 feet thanks to Dewey Robson. I can't believe the elevation he got on that. Folks, I'm going to see if we can get a replay of that, because that was a textbook perfect drop kick Dewey Robson just used to put Ref Glenn down. And then a big scoop and a slam. Dewey Robson off the rope into the air with and a big heavy leg drop. 1, 2. Wow. These fans solidly behind Ref Glenn, who managed to kick out before the number 3 came to fall. Now both men back up. It's hard to tell what this Dewey Robson has in mind, because he has so many maneuvers that he's learned in such a short time to take a person down. Looks like he's trying for a side suplex, but Ref Glenn blocking successfully. See if Glenn can turn this around and hit a suplex of his own. That's usually the idea. Whoa! I can't believe it. Ref Glenn with another 2 count. These fans really getting behind this guy. This is amazing. Dewey Robson actually has his hands full. Ref Glenn must have been training in silence, because this guy's really surprising everybody in the house right now. Dewey Robson working his way back up to a vertical base. See if he can get his way out of this unique side headlock chinlock combination. He manages to get another arm wringer on Ref Glenn. Here we go again, off the rope. Dewey Robson looking for a clothesline. Ref Glenn ducks under the back elbow. And Ref Glenn hits a clothesline of his own. Are you kidding me? Dewey Robson can't seem to figure out Ref Glenn. He just can't get the combination tonight. And Ref Glenn with a series of clotheslines putting Dewey Robson on his back over and over. Now we're going all the way coast to coast, up with a big splash. Can he do it? Can Ref Glenn put away Dewey Robson? 1, 2, and oh my goodness! 2 and 7/8. Holy cow. Ref Glenn just got me up out of my seat. I can't believe what's going on now, Dewey Robson. Oh, we've seen this one before. We've seen this before. If he I was about to say, if he nails this, it will turn the tide of this matchup drastically. 1-2, Ref Glenn didn't have a whole lot on that kick out. Holy cow. I hate to say it, but I think Dewey Robson got a little bit frustrated there, because Ref Glenn proved to be a little bit tougher of a customer than he thought. Oh, Dewey Robson looking for that dewdrop, but Ref Glenn had it scouted, tried to throw a clothesline and misses it. Dewey Robson with a side kick. Oh! Dewdrop, count to 100. Ref Glenn may need a doctor before the end of the night. 1, 2, that's over. what a showing by Ref Glenn. He brought some fight out of Dewey Robson. Dewey Robson had no choice but to dig a little deeper. I mean, what a showing, folks. Even Dewey Robson giving it up to Ref Glenn. Fantastic. If he keeps training, he might lose the stripes altogether.
Two men will step into the ring, but only one can leave as the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Who will be the Iron Man? Sidney Steele, Travis "The Heat" Copeland. There must be a winner. Pure Power Wrestling presents Nightmare Before Halloween. Live Saturday, October 24th at the Pure Power Academy.
Folks, you can see the bad seeds making their way towards the ring. Stormbringer seems to be in a pretty jovial mood after having stolen the mask from Cyanide last week. Just a minute. The bad seeds looking for competition, and like I've told you time and time again, the one man with the biggest heart in this company, Jumping Josh, he may be small in stature, but he is big in courage. Who does Jumping Josh have? He's got the heat. Jumping Josh is bringing the heat to the bad seeds. Folks, it is gonna be the bad seeds not taking the night off. After all, they're gonna be facing Jumping Josh and Travis the Heat Copeland, and I cannot wait to hear this bell ring. This is going to be one heck of a matchup. Bad seeds seem to be taking their time. Stormbringer reacting to these fans who I think we're calling him a chicken, but I'm not entirely sure. I couldn't quite hear. Jumping Josh, THC, both ready to go. Looks like Stormbringer is going to be starting with THC. All we need is the ref to call for the bell. There it is. We are on. Calling out a tie-up early on. Stormbringer with a standing side headlock. THC going to have to figure out a way out of this one. Oh, look at this. Stormbringer showing off a little bit, moving like a man half his size. THC putting the hurt on Stormbringer's shoulder by reversing that arm lock. Oh, that has gotta hurt. That has gotta hurt. That could snap your elbow right out of the elbow joint. Jumping Josh in the blind tag. Oh, Stormbringer is not gonna like this. Stormbringer is not gonna like. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That has gotta hurt. Jumping Josh leaning into the abdomen of Stormbringer. Look at the size difference. Look at the knee up in the chin of Stormbringer. Stormbringer, who in his day was one hell of a competitor, and he still has it. He still has it, though he's probably a decade over most of the competitors in PPW today. He's about as seasoned as a vet can get. He's probably forgotten more mean tricks than most people will ever know, has Stormbringer, but right now he's on the wrong side of an armbar. Thanks to Travis the Heat Copeland, who readily volunteered to join Jumpin' Josh in this match. Stormbringer screaming, "No, I'm not okay." Bryn Watts trying to will his partner on, but you can see that heavily taped shoulder of Stormbringer. Now Bryn Watts in. Bryn Watts and Jumpin' Josh going to go at it now as THC elects to tag out. And collar and elbow tie-up. I love watching these two wrestle. Cowboy Bryn Watts, one of my favorite wrestlers, technically as sound as anybody has ever been. Now Jumpin' Josh taking advantage of that leverage and taking the 2 count. Holy cow, my thoughts are going to get mixed up, folks. Bear with me on this one because it's going to be a barn burner. Both of them back to a vertical base. Jumpin' Josh trying to get away out of this standing side headlock now and launch some offense. Short elbows to the ribs, off the rope. Oh, Jumpin' Josh ate a shoulder tackle, and you can see the pain all over the face. Cowboy Bryn Watts hitting the ropes now with a leapfrog Jumpin' Josh and a hip toss. Look at the elevation. Jumpin' Josh goes, and another beautiful arm drag. Wow, 2 feet right in the face of Cowboy Bryn Watts. Jumpin' Josh, a house on fire. And Bulldog McBain needs his anxiety pills because, wow, I'm going to do backflips out of my seat. Bryn Watts is all kinds of upset after he just ate 2 of Jumpin' Josh's feet. Rolling back under the bottom ropes, tagging in the big man. 290 pounds, I think, is the Stormbringer. Oh, he's calling on Travis the Heat Copeland. I wonder why he doesn't want much to do with Jumpin' Josh. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring. THC backed into the corner by the massive Stormbringer. Referee Curtis going to call for a quick break. Not a chance. Stormbringer with a shot to the breadbasket, but it looked like he aggravated his shoulder injury. Oh my goodness! And an arm drag for your trouble, Stormbringer. Stormbringer having a rough night getting in the ring with all these young guys. I know how you feel, Stormbringer. That's why I'm sitting behind the desk right now, brother. Good on you for being in there. Look at this. Oh! Right across that taped up shoulder. Right across that taped up shoulder in THC. That's a bullseye if I ever saw one. Travis Copeland going to take full advantage of it. Dragging Stormbringer back to his feet, backing him into the corner. Keeping that ring cut off nicely is Jumpin' Josh and Travis Copeland. Now both of them are going to town on that injured shoulder. Off the rope is Stormbringer. Look at the drop kick! Wow! 1, 2. Oh, Stormbringer wisely grabs the ropes. That's a maneuver right there that only experience can gain you. And I tell you, Stormbringer has a ton of experience. Jumpin' Josh calling him on. Look at that arm drag takeover by Jumpin' Josh, who wisely grabs onto that shoulder hold, that arm bar on the shoulder of Stormbringer. Shoulder hold, I don't know where I came up with that phrase, but it's brand new. Let's put it over in the libraries. Jumpin' Josh with an arm bringer and a kick to the a kick to the hamstring and another one. Cowboy Bryn Watts in to break up that combination. I gotta say, Stormbringer is having a rough night, but if he manages to get one And I mean one. That's all it takes. One shot. He can turn this match around in no short order. THCN. Oh, man, these guys just continually working on the shoulder of Stormbringer. And they've got him in all kinds of deep water, and he's on the wrong side of town. Stormbringer refusing to give up. He's been in enough wars. You're going to have to really do a number on this guy before he decides to quit a match. Stormbringer has been there. I mean, if you can name some kind of hell in the professional wrestling world, Stormbringer's endured it, and he's still alive and kicking. In fact, watch this. Oh, look at the impact. I think I said it, folks, about a minute ago. All it takes is one shot, and Stormbringer can turn the tide of this match, and that was it. Now Travis Copeland in all kinds of trouble, and he's on the wrong side of the ring, and you're going to see the professional, you're going to see the expertise, you're going to see the skill, you're going to see the experience of these two bad seeds. They're going to keep Travis Copeland right close to their corner, and they're going to inflict all kinds of damage. Bryn Watt's going to go to town while Big Stormbringer has a rest on the outside. Watch this now. Stormbringer getting a bit of an advantage. Brett Curtis calling for the damage. Oh, wait a minute. THC managed to get out of the way. I hate to say it, but if Stormbringer hadn't wasted those valuable seconds trying to cheat, they might have landed that move. Now look at Jumpin' Josh. A house of fire. Oh. One too many times Jumpin' Josh went to the well, and Cowboy Bryn Watt slapped that drop kick away, and look at that high suplex. That high cradle suplex. Now Jumpin' Josh in a world of hurt, and Cowboy Bryn Watt's in control. When you put the bad seeds in control, boy, you are in for a long, long night if you're the opposition. I'll tell you that. Off the rope, Jumpin' Josh. Wait a minute. Looked like a double clothesline to me, but I think Jumpin' Josh by far got the worst of it. Bryn Watt's getting his senses, trying to find where the Stormbringer is and his corner is. So is Jumpin' Josh. Who will tag first? Wait a minute. Cowboy Bryn Watts. There's the ring veteran. There's the savvy I was telling you about. There's the experience. Cowboy Bryn Watts knew to keep the less fresh man in the ring, so he had grabbed a hold of Jumpin' Josh's foot. Oh my goodness! Jumpin' Josh up with an insecurity, changing the tides again. This kid's got heart like nobody else. But wait a second. You're on the wrong side of the ring, kid. You got to get to THC. He's on the other side. Jumpin' Josh looks like he's going to tag in Stormbringer. He's a really little bit... Somebody edit that one out. I got trout mumbles. Jumpin' Josh all kind of confused. Cowboy Bryn Watts with a... Oh. Jumpin' Josh managing to reverse it with a full backflip, and... I don't even know what you call that, but I put Bryn Watts down on his face, and now... Wait a minute. Ronnie Van Zant is not a part of this match. Ronnie Van Zant is not a part of this match. Ronnie Van Zant getting involved in this match, and I believe the bad seeds are going to be disqualified.